yesterday a pool hall was no place for a lady, that sailing was a man's sport, and that rock and roll was male territory. But tonight on Evening Magazine, we'll introduce you to some women who have survived in what was once a man's world.
I want them to respect me for what I do, respect me as an artist, and treat me as an equal.
Tough women, tonight on Evening Magazine. Everybody, I'm Pat Shiraki. My partner Ray Murray is taking the night off. This evening we have a special show for you. It's about tough women, women who spend most of their time doing jobs that are typically thought to be mainly for men. A little later you'll meet the women of rock and roll. Plus, we'll take to the water with some women sailors. But first, the women of pool. Forget about Minnesota Fats and remember names like Eva Mattia, Laurie John Jones, and Dawn Murin.
I think of this as a finesse game. I think that men can be intimidated by women. Let's face it, in any sport, no man wants to be beat by a woman. But they're learning to realize that women can be competitive in this sport.
There's no doubt women have become a force to be reckoned with in the sport of pool. What was traditionally considered a man's game has now become fair game for women like Eva Mattia, the world's female champion, and Laurie John Jones, who's only second to Eva. These beautiful women are contributing to a renewed interest in a game confined to basements and corner pool halls. Their style and beauty is taking the old image of pool to another level.
Eva and Laurie are beautiful women. They could be models. I think Eva has been a model, actually. And they've helped incredibly.
Dawn Murin, another strong advocate of pool, has also been known to turn a few heads. Her understated sex appeal accents the talent that's made her the women's tri-state 9-ball champion. After playing for 10 years, her love of pool has become a full-time job, teaching and organizing women's tours.
I try to promote the women to play as much as I can because I run a couple of women's tours. And what I tell them is they can meet a lot of people, a lot of very interesting people.
In fact, women from all walks of life are taking their cue sticks and shooting for the 8-ball. From professional models to ballerinas, they're taking interest in a sport they say offers a different form of relaxation and enjoyment.
After a long day's work, it's different than going to the movies or going out to dinner. You know, it's quite different that way. It's fun.
Our business is so competitive that when you want to go out, you want to relax. This is a good way of, you know, hitting the other models, that get on your nerves, you know.
It's a very classy atmosphere, very comfortable. I've had the same misconceptions about pool as everyone else, and then I came in here, and it's great. It's great. It's not your typical pool hall at all.
Richard Puglia and James Najurian, the owners of the Billiard Club in Philadelphia, say their upscale club provides an elegant new image for the age-old game of pool.
It's a very elegant game. The physical differences between men and women do not matter. It is a game of hand-eye coordination, of thinking. In a lot of ways, it's like chess.
We have a lot of professionals that come to the club. We have quite a few members that are attorneys. We have a group of stockbrokers. Members of the Philadelphia Ballet Company come in here quite frequently.
And then there's the professional champions like Alan Hopkins, who's also the president of the Men's Professional Billiards Association. Alan admits women are improving the negative image of pool, perpetuated by movies and television.
I think the idea that women are playing pool now changes that image where you go into a pool room, it's all men, you know, smoking and gambling, you know, and making certain kind of deals, you know.
We always pay what we lose, boy. We got no use for pool sharks around here.
According to Allen, the 1961 release of The Hustler helped promote the seedy image of pool in violent scenes like this one with Paul Newman.
that's not how pool is. I mean, I've hustled pool. I made a living out of playing pool for like 15 years. It's nothing like that. I wish they would do a real story about pool and tell the way it is.
If you go into a pool room on, you know, any night of the week, you'll just see women and men out there playing, having a good time. There might be somebody on the next table gambling for $5 or $10, but who doesn't do that on a golf course, or who doesn't do that on a tennis court, or on a football game, or a baseball game? So it's really gotten blown out of proportion for these times. It's really changed a lot, and it's just as respectable as any other game.
Both men and women who play the game professionally would like to see it take its place along other televised sports. With the current resurgence of pool, they're counting on its newfound respectability and popularity to erase the stigma of dirty pool forever. Eva tells us that although she never gambles, every now and then her girlfriends will convince her to stroll into a neighborhood pool hall to challenge the guys. At first the fellas think that she's a joke until the game is over. Eva calls it taking some egos.
The Billiard Club, 9th and South.